an overview of Power Platform. So we went through the introduction to Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Pages, and Power BI. And we said this is it's a development platform where your work as a developer is reduced. So instead of going to write the many lines of code, you can be able to develop using simple drag and drop. That's why we call it low code. And then since it's within a hosted platform, meaning you do not need external hosting or domains to host your work. So Microsoft has this hosted for you in that they take care of hosting, security, and all of that. So basically your work is just when you just do the license, then you're able to proceed with the development. So in this case, we have the Makocheng licenses for us to access Power Platform. And so we can be able to create solutions, publish them, and even use them without any other, without the need to host, without the need to think about security and many other things. So awesome. So yeah, so that's like a quick recap of what we did last time. We went through the overview of the Power Platform. We got to see how to create solutions, create plans, and then on the side we did Power Automate, Power BI, and eventually Power Pages, the one that looked like our website. So today we're not going to do the introductions. We are now going to build an actual solution using the 4 tools that we learned last time. And yeah, our co-presenter today is Joy Ashley. So yeah, so Joy will be teaching us, or rather guiding us as we do this. So ideally, every one of us should open our machines and do same thing that Joy is doing, so that at the end of the 50 minutes remaining, Joy will have a solution, Fred will have his, Aston will have one, yeah, and Gitau and everyone else inside the call. So yeah, so that's why there are labs. Let's build together. Let's all be hands-on as we work through the session. So yeah, so on one tab, Joy, you can open Power Automate as well. So same URL, make.powerautomate.com. So and then yeah, thank you. And then as that opens in a new tab, you can open make.powerpages.com. Okay, make.powerpages.microsoft.com. Okay, awesome. And then finally, a new tab and open app.powerbi.com. Awesome. So Awesome. So last time we left it at we were developing a solution for Ujuzi Hub where we wanted to create an end-to-end system where we can have students register on an anonymous website, and then once they register, the data is collected, and then we have a dashboard to manage those applications in that you can do approvals, send emails, and do all of that. That's on Power Apps. And then we were to have a Power Automate flow running on the background, doing these tasks and connections for us. And finally, we were to have a Power BI report as the end result of our processes. So yeah, so that's where we left off, and we were to go uh, we were to go and attempt that solution, and then based of how far we would get, then we could now do it together as a class. So before we get to doing it together, let me ask if there was anyone who was successful on any of the pieces. Could be the website piece, the management portal, uh, any workflow running behind the scenes, or a report. Did we have anyone able to make any progress? Like, okay. Brian made some progress on our website. Amazing. Awesome. Nice one. Okay, so that's nice. Would actually love to see it. So if you don't mind, Brian, you can send a screenshot, or if you're ready, just type on chat and we can give you a moment to show us what you're able to build. So actually, let me ask this, Brian, do you have it ready where you can be able to show the class? Um, I don't think Brian is in the call. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. So no worries. Let's proceed. So Joy, go back to Power Apps. So Power Apps is the very second tab after your email. Yeah, that one. Thank you. And then, so yeah, we already went through this. I can see you have a number of solutions already, which is nice. Good stuff. So let's click on plans on the left. So yeah, so we said the plan is basically, it's just a plan. It's where you start. It's where you get to view your solution from end to end, your solution as a whole, and then you can be able to now start building. So yeah, like anything else you do, you normally start with planning it out, creating an architecture diagram and all of that, and that's what plans do for us. So you'll click on create a plan, and then you can now, yeah, click on create a plan. That's on, yeah, the first one there. Thank you. And then here it tells us to describe our business problem, and then AI will help us generate a plan and a comprehensive solution to address that problem. So yeah, so we want now to type again our problem statement or what you want to build. So yeah, let's use okay, Brian, it's okay, no worries. Whenever you're ready, Yeah, whenever you're ready, we can have you share your screen and show us your progress, and then we can proceed with the plan. Do you have it ready, Bran? Okay, not yet. Okay, awesome. So we'll proceed as you open it and get ready. So Joy, we want to let's use your English for today. So I want you to type there that you want to create an end-to-end system for managing our learning series called Ujuzi Hub. And then the series will have an anonymous page. So, okay, let's go slowly. So let's start with, we want to create an end-to-end system for managing our learning series called Ujuzi Hub. Uh, okay, so next we want our system. We want learners to be able to sign up anonymously on Power Pages on our Power Pages site. And then you can do a full stop. And then we want to manage the learners using Power Apps Canvas app. And then you can do a full stop. We would like to have Power Automate workflow. Um, doing email reminders and what else can we do? And handling all communications to the learners. And then full stop. Finally, we want to have a Power BI dashboard. Yeah, for the metrics, for metrics from our learning series. Okay, awesome. So click on generate. Okay, awesome. So what's happening here? Um, there's a number of things happening. So top right, Joy, there's next to editing, there's four icons. There's three icons and then a number four. Left, yes, that one. So click on that drop down. Yes, so you can see there are three things head there. There's people, and for the people now, that's you, Joy Ashley. And then there's agents, three. So I'm sure you've heard of agents, or let me say AI agents. These are basically workers that work alongside you to help you do a number of things. So as Joy here is helping us create a system for the Ujuzi Hub Learning Series, she's not working alone. There's there's a requirements agent that she's working with, there's a data agent that she's working with, and there's a solution agent that she's working with. So basically, we have Joy and her three other co-workers, agents working together to help us create this solution. So the very first one is the requirements agent, and what that does is to take what Joy typed as what you want to achieve and create it as a foolproof plan. So if you go to the left, Joy, and now scroll further down, we have the business problem where we want to create an end-to-end system and do all of that, what you said. And then there's now the purpose of this plan. So it's a blueprint for addressing the business problem we have uh, that will give us the user requirements, data model, and the technology. Okay, so moving on, we get to the user requirements. So Joy's requirements agent is wise enough to understand that we need a few personas in this case. So we'll have a learner, and as a learner, one is supposed to sign up anonymously and then receive email reminders, submit feedback after each session, and then access session schedules. If you scroll further down, we have a learning admin who will use Power Apps to manage signups, track numbers, update schedules, resources, and all of this. And then if you scroll further down, there's a communication manager uh, who will be overseeing the weekly email reminders, session updates, uh, thank you emails after every session, and all of that. And then finally, we have a reporting analyst who will create a report using Power BI to view basically all the metrics for this learning series. So if Joy is satisfied, she will say looks good. If she's not, then we can edit until we feel, yeah, we're good. So not sure, Joy, do you feel it looks good, or do you want us to edit? So so we are waiting on you, Joy, to either click looks good or edit, and then we can proceed. Okay. Joy is satisfied, so she said it looks good. So she has now transferred the role from the requirements agent to her next colleague, which is the process agent now. So yeah, the process agent is now going through the user requirements. Uh, okay, yeah, so okay, there was some echo from a different mic, but now we're good. So the process agent is going through the previous agent's work. It's going through the requirements, getting to see what does Joy and the team want to build, and then it will generate a process that, hey, we'll get from here to here to here, and that's how we'll end up with an end-to-end solution for managing the learning series. So interesting. Unable to generate process maps. Could you click try again? Okay. And then as that is happening on the side, in the main on the right here, we have like a diagram. So Jay, on your right, there's a plus and a minus, so you can zoom out so that you can see the whole page. Yeah, try, keep going. Yeah, keep zooming out. Okay, awesome. Uh, and then if you can scroll up and down, so try scrolling up from, okay. Okay, it's zooming. Okay, no worries. We'll look at it fully when you're done with the agents. So the user processes that the process agent has determined include include the learner registration and participation, learning series admin, and all of that. So again, just a set of processes that will be ongoing in our system. And if we are satisfied, we can do looks good, and then give work to the next agent. So you can click on looks good, and then you can have the data agent proceed. And then as the data agent proceeds, I see a question. Let me see. So Irene is asking, so the user requirements are different because for me I had different requirements, not exactly like the presenters. Yes, Irene, this now depends on the initial prompt that you put in, how you describe the system you want to build. So the requirements are coming from, if you said you want, yeah, basically. So Joy said she wants a learner who can register online, and then what, admin to manage on Canvas app, automate to send communications, and so the requirements are coming from the very prompt that you give at the start. So yeah, so the third agent data model has created tables that we're going to use. So tables are what? Tables in databases are where you can store your data. So the tables that you'll be used to store information have learner. The table contains records of learners participating anonymously in the Ujuzi Hub series, learning session, records of learning session, session feedback, email communication. So we have different tables where different data will go. And then if you look on your right in the white pane, there's oh, okay, this is the process. So click on looks good, and then once you're done, you can have a look at the whole architecture diagram on your right. So for now, you can click looks good. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't have permission to create here. Develop environment to build and test. Oh, okay, okay. Interesting. Click on cancel, and then scroll up above, and then copy the business problem. Okay, and then on your right, there's where it's written environment, and then there's Makocheng default. Click there. And then, okay. So labs Dataverse 0, the environment's 5. Okay. So it says you don't have permissions to create in this environment. So let's try something. Click on the settings icon next to environment. Yeah, click there. And then click on admin center. So admin center is the management platform, is the management for Power Platform. So from here you can manage Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Pages, everything. So this basically admin center has the word say. So you want to check a few things from here. So on the left, click on manage. It's the third from the top. Yeah, thank you. And then yeah, it has already selected the environment. So let's give it a moment to open here. Okay, so yeah, I can see we have prod, UAT, test, and dev environments. Okay, nice. click on dev. Or yeah, you can click on the three dots next to dev. And then click on add Dataverse. And then okay, security group. Okay, interesting. Um, Click on select and security group. See what you see them. Okay. Scroll further down. Um, Hackathon group all company. Try all company. Click on select all company, and then click done, and then click add. So when we met last time, we talked about Dataverse. So Dataverse, we said it's a database. It's the database that drives Power Platform, where the data on Power Pages goes to Dataverse. Power Apps can write to Dataverse or read from Dataverse, and Power Automate can interact. So it's basically it's the database powering all the Power Platform solutions. So we noted something while we were doing this, and not sure Irene and the rest of the team who are doing this on the side if they experienced that. We were in the default environment. Uh,
Sorry, excuse me. I have a question.
yes, please.
After clicking on the environment space,
Yeah.
what else do we do to activate?
Okay. So uh, Joyce will take a moment to prepare. So as she prepares, Irene, you can share your screen and we can guide you to do this as well. Is that okay? Okay, awesome, perfect. So interesting. I can see you already have a Power Pages developer environment. Okay. Is it possible to do a full screen on your Microsoft Edge?
Okay, yeah.
You can just okay, yeah. I know there's the on your top left, there's the arrow pointing downwards. Top left, click that, and then click on turn on vertical tabs. So that's to prevent the teams something that's up there from preventing you from doing some things. But now for this one, you can just uh, put your cursor at the end of Microsoft Edge and then drag it to the, yeah.
Where exactly?
Towards the end on your right where, for example, after the word environment, yes, there, yeah, yes. If you hover there and then, yes, drag to the end. Okay, awesome. So you have you have a Power Pages developer environment, nice, and it already has a Dataverse. So this means you've created something on the Power Pages, and that's nice. You can click plus new next to the refresh, and then yeah. So what you're doing here is creating a new environment for you to build stuff in. Then Joy, you can keep checking once the environment is ready, switches from status preparing to ready, you can tell us. Okay. As this is ongoing, Irene, click on the Power Apps, the second tab. Yes. And then if you click on Makoching the environment, click that. And then click Power Pages Developer, the very first one. Okay, awesome. So the developer environment, okay, awesome. So for you, now that you already have an environment that has a Dataverse, you can proceed to develop here. So you can go to plans and then paste the prompt you had, and then we'll have all of this ongoing. And then on your, so what you're trying to do, if you go back to the other tab, the third one, the admin center, what you're trying to do here is to create another environment so that you can have an environment with a Dataverse. But for you, you already have the Power Pages developer, which has a Dataverse, has the underlying database. So you're good to go. So for you, you can proceed to Power Apps and proceed to create the solution in that environment called Power Pages developer. Yeah. So you can click new plan, paste the prompt you had, and then have the agents proceed uh, with this. So I think we've all noted something about the environment. We have different types of environments. We have developer environments, we have sandbox, and we have production. And then so developer is for development, for testing, for creating the solutions. And then the sandbox, you can use that as an UAT environment. That's for QA, for testing what you've built. And then, oops, sorry. Um, and then, finally, the production is for when you've gone live. So when you're done with this system and you want to officially have the Ujuzi Hub system running, then we'll move it to the production environment. And then, like we said, Dataverse is the underlying database. So if you want to build something that needs a database, you have to ensure that your environment has Dataverse enabled. So yeah, so Irene, you can just paste your prompt on that now for pages developer environment, and then you can proceed with all the other steps. If you have to create an environment from where we were on admin center, just click on create, top right, assign a security group like we did with Joy, and then from there you're good to go. The environment will be provisioned, takes a few minutes to get ready, and then you can continue building. So for the rest of the team, you can do the same thing we saw Joy and Irene do. Create a dev, UAT and production environment, add Dataverse to them, and then when you develop, make sure the solutions are moving in the progression of development, UAT/testing, and then finally production. So, Joy, you can reshare your screen. We should be good by now. Click refresh at the top next to plus new. Awesome, it's ready. So we can go back to Power Apps. Power Apps, the second one there. And then click on environment and then now switch to dev. So click on top right environment. And then, yeah, click dev. And that will take us to the dev environment. The first one, build apps with Dataverse, that one. The very first one. Yeah, that one. So click that one. Yeah, awesome. So we should now be good and able to create solutions and everything. So, okay, awesome. So go to plans and then paste what you had. And then now we can move a little bit faster as we, yeah, perfect. So it's going to do same thing we were doing, create requirements, and then the processes, data, and then finally the solutions. So as we have this going, Brian, are you now ready with the with what you created last time? Okay, okay, awesome. So let's proceed. Process agent is generating. So do you have any other questions as we have this going on the side? Okay, awesome. So we already have a plan. We already have the processes will run, and now we are creating the technology. So this is the last agent called solution agent. So if you scroll now, okay, it's okay, Brian. If you scroll further down on the solutions agent, yes, so we can see the four things that we'll be building today. We have an Ujuzi Hub Learner portal, which is a site, which is Power Pages. And then we have Learner Management Hub, which is a Canvas app for the learning admins. And then we have Comms and Reminder Automation, which is the Power Automate. And finally, the Learning Series Metrics, which is a report. So you can click on, looks good. Okay, perfect. So basically, we are done. We now have a plan. So before we create the actual solutions and items, I want you to click on the, how do I call it? That model next on your right next to that button. Uh, yes, that one. Click on that drop down. So view process diagram. So click on view overview. The second one, overview. Yes, perfect. And then now you can click on the collapse next to the, yeah, awesome. Awesome. So this is the plan we have, and this is the architecture diagram. So if you're given a role or a task as a solution architect, this is what you're supposed to come up with. And then this is what you'll now give the developers to create. So Joy is our solution architect for today. She has the business problem there. She's showing us how the business problem translates to four different learning paths. User personas, the learner, admin, comms manager, and business analyst. And then after that, as our architect, she then gives us the technologies that you're going to use. That we have a site, which is a website for learners to sign up anonymously. And then she has given us a Canvas app, Automate Flow, and a report. So basically, she's an architect, so she has developed this, and then this is what she'll take and give to a developer. So let's say Irene is the developer. So Joy will just export this and give it to Irene that, hey, so this is what we want, and then Irene will now go and create each of the individual pieces, and that's how we'll have a system. So yeah, basically this is the role of a solutions architect, and then the role of a developer is what you're going to do next. So if you scroll further down, after the solutions, yes, we have the data model. So there's that icon on the right of the data model. Um, yes, okay, awesome. So the data model has the 5 different tables that we'll use, and then yes, you can click on show details. And then, yeah, so we're now looking at the data model, which is the tables we have, the relationships they have with each other. And this is what we'll use even for the Power BI report at the end. So yeah, so you can see we have 5 different tables. The learning session table connects with the enrollment, and then we have the learner. So basically, you can see the relationships, the different tables, how they interact with each other, and how, for example, a learner is connected to an enrollment, to the reminders, to all of that. So this is a data model, and this you'll learn about it more in detail. I think should be in the coming month, when you'll be diving deep into data. So that's nice. That's awesome. So we can now, on the left, you can click the plan up above the data model. The plan. Yes, that one. Yes, click there. The one called overview. Up above. Yeah, that one. Yeah, so you can click that and you're back here, and then you can expand our what you collapsed on the left. You can expand that left pin. Yes, awesome. That one. Okay, awesome. So let's now switch from being architects and become developers. We now want to create these actual solutions. So scroll further down. Yeah, keep going until we get to the solutions. Yeah, there you go. So uh, 2 things we can do here. We can now open Power Apps and create a solution based off what we saw here. Or right now things have been made easy that you can create them from here. So you're going to let's start with the Power Apps. So hover over the second one, the one that says Canvas app. So just scroll a little bit above. Yes, awesome. scroll above the very first one. Okay, so we can see we have a learning series metrics, comms, and reminder automation. So we want the third one from the bottom. So hover over the third one from the bottom. Okay. Let's give it a moment. Okay, okay, perfect. Now we're good. Awesome. So scroll further down to the technology. We want to be in the technology section. Yes, awesome, awesome. And then yeah, nice one. And then there's the three dots there. And so if we're going too fast, yes. So awesome. Click on now create. So what that has done, it has opened a whole new Power Apps tab, and it's going to create an application from our plan, from what you've been having. And then as that happens, go back to the other tab, and then let's do the same for the site. Hover over the site and then click on create. And then again, that opens Power Pages as well. Hmm, can't find the page you're looking for. Okay, interesting. We'll get to that. Let's first go back to the other. Yeah, so this is creating the Power Apps, still in progress. So let's have the Power Automate, hover over the comms and reminder automation, and then create. Then as this opens, we can go back to the plan and create the last object that you have there. So the learning series metrics, and then okay. So yeah, so that has not been enabled, so that's fine. That's okay. So we can go to the second tab. Okay, so okay, awesome. So let's go to the Power Apps first. The fifth tab. Okay, okay, awesome. So you can skip the preview. Okay, perfect. And then so okay, awesome. So we have an application built for us already. So we went through this interface. So on your top right, the third icon from the right, that one. No, below that one, below that one, and then one step left. Yeah, that's the preview icon. So you can click on that one. Yeah, so this is the management hub that you said it's supposed for it's for the learning admin. So click on learners. You should be able to. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so if you click on the learners, you can see the learners we have. anonymous 3C4D is active. They signed up in January 15th and all of that. And you can edit, top right, there's the pencil icon, meaning you can edit the, click on that one. And then you can change anonymous 3-4 to no, that is no longer active. So change the status from is active from yes to no. And then click on the check marks, the tick at the top. Yes. So this is the learning management platform that's for managing the learners. So this is what Edgar on this other side is using to approve, to sign people up, to do things like that. So you can click on the home icon. So we're just reviewing what what you have created, and then you can click on learning sessions. And then so again, we already have some fictional data here. So guest speaker, everything. So basically, again, it's a management platform where you can click on add new. On the top left, click on add new. And then session title can be demo by Joy Ashley. And then the location, I'm not sure where you'll do the demo from, where you'll take us. So let's see. Awesome. We have to go to Eldoret, and then you can click on the calendar to select the time and session description, if any, and then you can click on the check mark to save. So click on the calendar to change the date. And then you can do the date as today, tomorrow, or whichever day. And then, there we go. So that's the start date. So on 8th May, we need to make our way to Eldoret. And then, okay, awesome. So this is basically the management platform side of it. So you can do the date there and then the check mark, and then you can go back to automate. Okay, awesome. So Joy has decided that for the next 6 months, you'll be having demos in Eldoret. Okay, interesting. I will be there to learn. So you can do the check mark, and that will now save that record. And on the left, you can see, there's that demo by Joy as the very first record. So this is the management platform. It's able to read from Dataverse, the same Dataverse that the site is writing to, and then Power Automate can read and write from that Dataverse. And when you get to Power BI is also supposed to use that same data that's from Dataverse. Okay, awesome. So let's go to the third tab, the Power Automate part. And then, so this one has come with the same business problem, the management learning management platform. So click on the send button and let's see what happens here. So this is a little bit different. We're going to create it manually from Power Automate instead of from the plan. So no worries there. So go back to go now to the third tab from the right. Okay, awesome. And then switch the environment so that you can be in the same environment with the application. Okay, awesome. And then click create. And then yes, automated, not automated or instant. We can start with an instant, the second one, instant cloud flow. Okay, awesome. And then we can add a flow name. Okay, so let's go back to the second tab to see the plan, to see what you wanted the Power Automate to do, and then you can now come create that from here. Automate email reminders, session updates, and targeted communication to keep planners engaged and informed. So, okay, perfect. So we can go back to Power Automate. The third tab from your right, awesome. And then you can call it new, let's say new member or onboarding or what words do we use? And let's say new member email. Let's just keep it simple. So new member email. And then choose how to trigger, click on manually trigger flow and create. So before you click create, not sure if you've already clicked. Yeah, the second one where it says when Power Apps calls a flow, that one means that the flow will be triggered by Power Apps. If Joy is our learning admin and she sees that Irene has registered and she clicks approve, that triggers Power Automate to run and do the approval process, send a notification email, do XYZ, the different things we want to do. Okay, awesome. So this is the Power Automate interface. So top right, where it says yes, new designer, you can disable that, the new designer, then save and switch. So new designer is a new interface. You should have at least one trigger and one action. Okay, no problem. Switch without saving. Click new designer and then switch without saving. So what you're just doing here is to switch the view. It's the same platform, just that we're now working from an older designer than the new one. But it's really the same thing. So let's give it a moment to switch back. They want feedback why we want to switch. Okay. We don't want to share feedback for now because we don't have any. We just don't like the new look. We prefer an older one. So yeah, so manually trigger flow awesome, and then click add a new step, and then so Power Automate, it's for doing workflow. So we want things that will be running behind the scenes. So for example, click on Microsoft Dataverse, the one on the right. So yeah, click on that. So when you click that, you want to do actions based off Dataverse, based off the database that you've seen. So scroll further down, we see the actions you can do. Add a new row, delete a row, list rows, perform a background operation, keep going, perform a bound action, unbound action, relate rows. Okay, relate, update a row. Okay, data row in selected environment. So all these are actions you can do with the Dataverse connector. Upload a file. Yeah, multiple things that you can do from Dataverse behind the scenes. So you can set up a trigger that runs every day. That every day at 3 a.m. Go to Dataverse and update a row. Every day at 3 a.m. go to Dataverse and delete a row. Let's say you can set it that every day at 5 a.m. Go to Dataverse, see all the learners whose status says not active, and delete them from our database. So that's what Power Automate does. Uh, you can click on the arrow that points back. Then yes, and then you can select something else. You can select Excel online business. That one we are seeing there. So again, this is another connector that you can use to do multiple actions. So you can scroll to view some of the actions you can do. List, run script, and okay, awesome. So that's that. Click the sorry, the back arrow. Then you can do AI builder. Then, so this is what you can do. What this connector can help you analyze sentiments, classify, detect languages, describe images. So this is an AI builder, and this is different things it can do. And then click on the back icon. Okay, awesome. The last one we're looking at is mail. Click on mail, the second last. Then, awesome. Um, so send email notification. Yeah. So this is a trigger to send email notification. So in our case, for Ujuzi Hub, we want to notify people. So this is one of the actions we'll do. So you can click on that. Click on the send an email notification. And then create a connection for mail. Click accept. So it's creating a connection from your account so that you can be able to send and receive emails. So you can. So here's a couple of things that you need to do. The things we call variables. So in the send to email, we're supposed to put in a variable that defines a user. So in this case, a learner. So we can have a variable called learner. So it will send to that person so that it can send to as many people because, for example, if you put Joy's email there, then the email will go directly to Joy. So up above, there's the plus button above the send an email. So click that plus button and then add an action. And then search, type their variable. Okay, so let's give it a second. Okay, awesome. So you can see the different variables we have. Set variable, decrement variable, initialize, all of this. So yes, so this is why we should set a variable for a learner's email so that when Joy triggers that automate flow to send emails, it will go to our Dataverse and pick everyone's email for those who registered, and then it will send that custom email to everyone at a go. So yeah, so that's what this does. So yeah, let's have a look at the, I know we're 14 minutes past time, so let's get done in the next 6 minutes, and apologies for going over. So go back to the fourth tab, the Power Pages one. So this says, sorry, there's been a disconnect. Go to homepage. So click go to homepage. Um, and then we want to check the environment we are in, and then that will inform. Okay, awesome. We're in dev. That's the previous Power Pages, the one we had opened. Okay. Okay. Okay, get started. So last time we had a look at Power Pages, and we had Brian create a sample website. So that's basically the whole function of Power Pages, and that's why we would create our invitation, our form, our what do you call it? That's why we'll post about Ujuzi Hub, where we'll have people come anonymously and sign in. So that's that. You can click on get started. Yeah, but we won't go so much deep into this. We did this in the last class. I'm interested. I'm curious to know the fourth tab. What's happening there? That one. Okay, still insists there's some disconnection. Okay, uh, this is interesting. Okay, okay. So basically, for this, we went through how to get started. You just choose a template, edit out some stuff, add components like forms, and in no time you'll have a website that has a registration form that members can register and do all of that. And one thing we've noted with all these different platforms is that there's the copilot to help you get started, where you can prompt what you want to do, and then it will start things for you, and then your work is to make a few edits here and there. So let's go to, yes, Brian. Brian, you had your hand raised. Do you have something for the team or a question? Or if you're speaking, Brian, I can't hear you. Not sure if the rest of the team can hear you. Okay. Okay. Joy, go to the next tab. The one we had the power apps. Yes, that one. And then top right next to the X button, we have three things there. So those are just we created an app that should respond to different screens. So if you want to view how it would look like on a phone, you just click on that center one. If you want a tablet, you just click on all of that. So you can test with the phone. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so if you're using this application on your phone, that's how it would look like. So yeah, so any application you build here is normally responsive and can adapt to different screen sizes. So if you're looking at it from a tablet, yeah, there you go. Yeah, and then if you want the browser, that's the view we've been looking at. And then, yeah, window size or canvas size. So window size is end to end, yeah, from end to end. And then canvas size it's a little smaller inside. Yeah, there you go. So that's the difference between the two. So you can put it back to window size for full view. And then click on the X button. We want to exit the preview mode there, and then can click OK. Just some tips there. Yeah, and then if you want to make edits, so here's where we need to do. So for example, if you click on the learning sessions, the header we have there, yeah, so you can see it's getting that from our table. At the top, you can see data source info learning sessions. So learning sessions is our table. Uh, okay, Brian. We'll give you some 2 minutes as we wrap up to show us. And sorry about the microphone. Yeah, so this is where you can come in and edit. If you click on the home icon top right, I want you to see the formulas that we have on our application. So, and then click on the drop down at top right. Top right. No, you're good outside there. No, the next one. Yes, that one. Uh, yes. Okay, yeah. So on here it says on select back. So basically that's the instruction we've given the application that anytime someone clicks that home icon, it should back. So it should move someone back to a different screen. Um, click on the arrow to turn it back up, the arrow on top right, and then we can have a look at another formula. Click on the formula plus new. Um, yes, click on the plus icon. And then yes, and then you can drop down, we see yes, that formula. So what that does is add a new form, update context, and new mode is set to true. So basically, this is a language called PowerFX. So it's the language that powers these applications, what you're building. So um, it basically means that whenever you click that plus button, it will create a new form, form 2, and then update context to set new mode is equals to true, meaning you can be able to now type into. So basically, instead of if I was doing this on a let's say React, or okay, let me say raw code environment, I'd have a bigger line of code for that function, but for the local development, it's just, hey, if someone clicks here, create a new form, and then set that new form to be new mode, meaning it's editable, just that, and you're done. So what we'll do now, I hope we were all following and we have been able to do things up to this level. So what I'd want you to do is to keep exploring. Use the plan to help you create a plan for a project. You can give it a prompt of your choice for a project you want to build, and then have a look at the processes. It will define the data model, how your tables will work alongside each other. And then the solutions suggested could be Power Apps, Pages Site, Power Automate Workflows, or a Power BI. I know we didn't touch on Power BI because I know that will come in a later part of this series when we now move to actual data. Power BI is more on data side, so that will be touched on in depth. So yeah, so what I'd want you to do, experiment with the plan, get it to do that, see the solution suggested, and then go create these solutions. You can either create them from the plan, or you can go to Power Apps and create something from scratch, from insert a new screen, insert anything. You can do all of that as you learn and interact with this. So yeah, so if you're doing it from scratch, if you're creating it afresh, if Joy, you click on the insert at the top, insert that drop down, and then click there. Okay, so these are things you can insert. For example, if you insert a button, you've added a button to your screen. If you insert a text label, you've added a text label to you. So these are things you'll be doing as you edit this form. So I think that's it for today. So we'll keep keep exploring all this, keep playing around with them. So the whole goal of us getting to introduce you to this is so that you can you can experience this. So let me say this. We've worked outside of in Kenya. We're used to the, let's call them, what do you call them? Kama Linux, the open source, yes. But in some environments, they don't do open source because of the issues to do with security and the whole platform management. So for example, for us, we have a number of customers that we develop solutions for using per platform because one, it has the platform management, it has security, it has all of that being managed by Microsoft. So industries and organizations are able to trust that over an open source library. So that's why we are introducing you to this, and we would want you to learn this, just have these skills with you, and then they will come in handy and if you come across these organizations. If you, okay, let me put it plainly. For example, we work for the US market, and in US, this is the most common way of development. They don't do open source as much as this. So That's why we introducing you to this, and that you can learn and practice and do all of this. Finally, let's have Brian share his screen and show us what he created for us last time, and then we can end the call. So, Brian, you can share your screen.
Okay, thank you. I hope you are able to hear me right now.
Yes, we can. Not so clear, but we can hear you.
Okay. I hope you can see this.
Yes, we can see your screen. Awesome.
I'm not sure in particular which screen you see. Are you seeing my Power Pages?
Yes, we can see your power pages. You can see student portal and student portal 2.
Oh yeah. So these are long shots. So this is the first one. It's maybe a little bit way too early to share this, but let me just show you this. So this way I'm getting.
Okay, awesome. Good stuff. Okay. Uh, this is
I
nice one.
thought of an
Sorry.
idea. I thought of practice. So this is like what I'm going for. This is the login page.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
this should be the second page now, the dashboard. It will
Mhm.
now allow me to go into all these pages as I continue learning. It has different things that I really can continue practicing. But as for now, this is the progress that I've made. It's not as much as I hope, but yeah, there are many other things maybe on the back end. That is the tables of being able to create. I think so far this should be the dashboard. It will be a long shot. You try to compare it to this one. There are some similarities, maybe just a few of them as I'm moving on to learn. But I've found a few challenges. For example, in this part, go to the home page. Yeah, when I add something, it seems like just disappeared. So when I add the company name and the logo, I've not quite figured it out yet because that's how it's telling me this liquid of data not found on mobile header because I don't know what's going on around here, but it's still something in progress. I'm hoping by the next class I'll have figured out. Maybe that's the progress I can see for my data on the back end and the long shot also. But because yeah, I have my table here. It's not yet good as it should be. Yeah, this is much better. I've not yet left than this one as I should. Yeah, but maybe that's the progress I've made. For that one, yeah, maybe this one. So it's not much to share as of now, but I'm hoping as by the next class I'll have completed it. Yeah.
Mm, Okay. Oh, that's amazing, Brian. That's so nice. So keep it up, keep going. If you encounter any issues, you can always reach out and we can help you wherever possible. So yeah, thank you everyone. And so sorry we went past time. I hope you've been able to learn a few things here and there. Keep exploring, keep playing around with this. If you have a question, do reach out and then yeah, we can keep learning together. So yeah, as always, we have lunch for the co-presenter and by extension Brian for the assignment. I think we all agree he has done a pretty good job. So yeah, yes, Brian, do you have a question?
Okay, I was not expecting that, but thank you. So my question, it's not mostly a question, but a request about maybe the class recording. I want to get it as soon
Okay.
after the class, so that when we are possible, because most of the time we get it on Friday during the invitation email, and it's like quite hard as you're practicing through the week.
Okay.
So if it's possible, we get it maybe earlier, it will be much helpful in the progress. Then the other bits, I think that I'll ask the mentors in the in the in the in the hub, in the portal, because it's about the submission of the projects. It's not quite clear how that should be done.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Edgar has noted that, so he'll work on some of those things like the recording and all. Yeah. So he'll work towards getting the recording soonest possible, not immediately before the Friday class. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. Keep planning, keep going. Yeah, and Brian and Joy, I'll reach out to you in a moment. So that's it for today. Yes, Aston?
I saw a notification somewhere
Yeah.
saying that the licenses are expiring.
Okay.
This is May.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's the concern.
Okay. Thank you for that. Edgar will check on that as well. So yeah, 25th May. So thank you for that. Edgar will check out on that issue. All right. If there's nothing else, thank you everyone, and have a beautiful Friday afternoon and a good weekend. Bye.